What's up guys, Greg Hitchcock here, and one of the most important factors for setting up your bike is making sure it's balanced front to back specifically for you. In order to accomplish that, we need to set the sag. So in this video, we've recruited the help of the MotoXperts Race Tech suspension specialist to help us get the sag set up on our dirt bike.
The biggest thing that you can do or not do to positively or negatively impact the rear is setting your sag. A lot of people have never adjusted sag, and you'll find that once you start playing with that, you'll notice how much that will affect the geometry and the handling stability of the bike. So obviously we have the correct shock springs and settings on this bike for our test riders today. So all we need to do is, once the rider is geared up in all of his gear, we'll set the sag for him. On this bike, our sag setting is 103 millimeters. So what we're looking for is, once the rider is on the bike on the ground on a level surface, in his riding position, we want that to be 103 millimeters of sag in the rear end. And that's going to provide us with the correct geometry and balance on this bike. So 103, and this is a variable that we can change. If he's wanting more high-speed straight line stability, we might drop that down to 105. And as well as if he wants a little bit less sag for better cornering or precise front end feel, you know, we might change that within a couple millimeters, drop it to 101 instead of 103. We're going to use the more conventional, just aluminum Sag Set Tool. This one's Tusk. Motion Pro makes them also. It has this cone, you just fit it into the axle, and then it has this adjustment, so you can change that. So you want to find a mark on the fender as your 0. Here we have a little mark, so we're going to set the 0 right there. Tighten that down, and that's our baseline. We have Dylan holding the front end, not putting any weight on the bike, just holding it neutral. Hayden's going to jump on into his neutral kind of attack riding position, and we'll check the sag. So the first measurement, I'll push down and then let the rear end rise. And what we're doing is measuring for stiction. So right there, we're at 106. We'll lift and let it slowly fall. Recheck. And that's at 102. So it's sitting at 104 right now. And our spec is 103, so we have to tighten that collar just a little bit to bring it into range. Same thing, I'll push down, let it rise. Alright, that's right on the money. So what we're measuring is the stiction between pushing down and then lifting up. About 4 to 6 millimeters is fairly standard. If you have more than that, you might be looking for issues in your linkage or in the shock bearings, and that will need to be addressed, but we're good here. Alright, so we have the Motool sag scale zeroed out up on the stand. We're going to take the bike off the stand. We'll have Dylan hold the front of the bike, and then get our sag measurement. So 2 millimeters of adjustment is about what we need.
Okay.
Okay, we'll try that. 106. Perfect. So right in the middle, 106 was the upper end, 100 is the lower end. So right in the middle is 103, that's what we're looking for. So we just went about a half turn on that collar and we're right on the money now.
All right, that's gonna be a wrap, guys. Huge thanks to the MotoXperts for coming out, Kevin and Dylan for showing us these two methods on how to set the sag on these motorcycles. If you have experience with setting sag, definitely leave a comment below for us, guys. And for more suspension tips on how to set up your dirt bike, make sure you head over to the channel. But as always, ride hard, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.